can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell.
Hello, 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 hello. आ
हेलो
गए हम लाइव. सॉरी अगर थोड़ा पब्लिक ने देखा होगा कि स्टार्टिंग में आई थिंक जूम का एक विंडो आ गया है बीच में, वो सॉर्ट आउट कर दिया है मैंने. थोड़ा इट्स बीन अ वाइल सिंस वी हैव डन दिस, इसलिए थोड़ा आई थिंक वी आर ऑल्सो अ लिटिल रस्टी. बट वेलकम टू द फाइनल विसल. रौनक इज़ हियर, आई एम हियर, एंड फर्स्टली आई थिंक रौनक, मुझे आई थिंक सॉरी कहना चाहिए सब लोगों को, बिकॉज वी हैव नॉट बीन रेगुलर विद द फाइनल विसल स्ट्रीम्स. अनफॉर्चुनेटली काम, मतलब फॉर्चुनेटली नॉट अनफॉर्चुनेटली, काम इज़ ऑलवेज गुड, बट काम वॉज वेरी हेक्टिक, तो फुल हेड स्पेस ही नहीं था.
एंड लॉट ऑफ लेट नाइट मैचेस मैन.
लॉट्स ऑफ लेट नाइट मैचेस. भाई लोग, मैं 35 साल का हो गया हूँ, मेरे से नहीं होता है. मेरे से ये लेट नाइट 4 बजे तक स्टेइंग अवेक एंड ऑल नहीं होता है मेरे से. बट आई थॉट एंड वी बोथ थॉट दैट टुडे लेट्स डू समथिंग, एंड वी आर हियर. तो आ गए हम फाइनल विसल पे. फॉर दोज ऑफ यू हु आर ट्यूनिंग इन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, व्हाट वी डू ऑन दिस लाइव इज़ रौनक और मैं हर मैच के बाद, आई मीन नॉट हर मैच के बाद, मोस्ट मैचेस जब भी हमारा फीलिंग आता है उन मैचेस के बाद हम इमीडिएटली लाइव जाते हैं और डिस्कस करते हैं क्या हुआ मैच में. और आज का मैच था एस्टन विला वर्सेस मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. फैंटास्टिक विक्ट्री फॉर मैन यूनाइटेड, 2-1 विक्टर्स ओवर एस्टन विला, क्लोजिंग इन द गैप ऑन द टॉप 4, टॉप 5, टॉप 6, जो भी है अभी, वट एवर इट इज़ दैट वी आर एमिंग फॉर. रौनक, योर 3 words to describe tonight's game.
Has to be snatch and grab.
Snatch and grab. अच्छा, तो and you're using and
Yeah.
as a conjunction as
Because
well
वो
as a
पूरा
full-on
phrase
verb.
चाहिए. Snatch
पूरा
and
phrase.
grab are the 3 words. Because that's what it was today. I think defensively we were good and bad in different phases of the match.
हाँ.
But we had absolutely no control of the game.
Yeah.
So we were trying to hit them on the counter. It worked. Scott McTominay again coming in clutch with the super sub goal. So I think definitely snatch and grab victory for us.
देख, तू बोल रहा है कि we had no control of the game, or did we? Did the illusion of not having control of the game actually mean that we had all the control of the game?
Then that is some different
Ten Hag
masterclass.
4D chess खेल रहा है Ten Hag. Very quickly, let's just look at some comments that are coming in. Clear directions कह रहे हैं, नाच मेरी लुइस. Yes, clear directions, absolutely. No, I think Ronak, we should also do the dance right now on the live, क्योंकि डगलस लुइस जब भी लाइफ में देखेगा ये वीडियो, तभी उसको ये देखने को मिलेगा. प्लीज़ कोई इसको एडिट करके सोशल मीडिया पे मत डालो, ये बहुत एम्बैरेसिंग 2 सेकंड थे. तो प्लीज़ मत डालो. Three Strike Gaming is saying, let's go, Nana with the best game of his season. Clear Directions also saying, Hoyland only had 2 shots. Prashant is saying, have people not learned not to dance in front of United? Absolutely
Exactly.
right, Prashant.
Exactly.
Alan Pardew ने भी नाचा था टच लाइन पे FA कप फाइनल में, और उसकी वाट लग गई.
And that too, equalizer 65th minute pe, dancing in front of the goalie like that, it was ridiculous.
I think we have to thank Douglas Luiz. I think Eric Ten Hag should also thank Douglas Luiz, क्योंकि जो इंस्पिरेशनल टीम टॉक एरिक टेन हाग देना चाहता था, I think Douglas Luiz took that to another level, and just gave the fire to the United players to come out and get the job done. I'll come back to some more comments that are coming in, so keep writing in the comments. We'll keep talking about them throughout. Let's dissect the game a little bit. Okay, पहले तो हमने पूरे सीजन में देखा है कि हमारे ओपनिंग 20-25 मिनट्स बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं, एंड दैट वाज द केस अगेन टुडे. एंड हॉयलैंड गेटिंग दैट गोल वाज फैंटास्टिक. हैरी मैग्वायर, अगेन शाउट आउट टू अ मैन हु हैज़ बीन ridiculed on social media for a very long time, लेकिन over the last 4-5 game weeks, 4-5 matches he's played, maybe more than that, वो प्रूव कर रहा है कि he has what it takes to fight for his place and do a job when it needs to be done. और आज मस्त असिस्ट दिया उसने हॉयलैंड के गोल के लिए.
Definitely. And Maguire, though, like, at this stage in his career, any applause is, not enough, just because of the amount of ridicule he has faced over the last few years. But yeah, he's been solid in the back. Couple games he was missing due to an injury in November, December. We missed him,
Yeah.
and happy that he's back in the lineup. That also means Licha is out. I mean, it's out with an injury for 2 months, so that we definitely miss our left-footed centre back.
Yeah.
Maguire was honestly very, very good. Even
Yeah.
Varane was very good.
Yeah.
Uh, but I have to say that today it was Villa's lack of finishing ability
Yes. Yes.
that kept us in the game, that kept us, that maybe like, just kept us out, let us out with a win. And wouldn't have happened. That Douglas Luiz celebration definitely helped.
Yeah.
But I actually want to bring our focus to Kobe Mainu.
Yes.
Because, apart from everything, I don't think we had the midfield in this game. We lost the midfield battle in so many different areas. But so many different times of the game, but Mainu has been a revelation.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Casemiro just, fledgling end of his career, he's getting slow. He's not, reaching those balls. He
Yeah.
doesn't have that swiftness in him. And that's exactly all the things that Mainu does have.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. I think very, very rightly said, Manu has been a fantastic fixture in the United midfield. His performances have been top notch. I just want to say to all the United fans जो देख रहे हैं और later भी देखेंगे, यूनाइटेड फैंस हमारा आई थिंक एक टेंडेंसी होता है टू हाइप अप प्लेयर्स टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल एंड देन वन बैड परफॉर्मेंस और ही इज़ आर वर्स्ट एनिमी हम
correct.
एक्सट्रीम्स में ही डील करते हैं एज अ फैन बेस प्लीज़ ऐसा माइनू के साथ मत करो ही
Correct.
इज
Oh,
स्टिल
and, I
वॉट ही
mean,
इज लाइक
don't get me
19.
wrong. I don't think today was a Mainu masterclass by any
No,
means.
no, no, no,
Not at
absolutely
all. It
not.
was a very average game. I thought our entire team played an average 6 or 7. No one was out of the, no one was extraordinary. No one was shit either.
Absolutely, yeah,
So
yeah.
we were at a solid 6 and 7, and that's what you need to win games.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So first half, so pretty much United had it under control. Of course, Aston Villa के पास भी थोड़े chances थे, and like you said, Ronak, I think more than anything else, Aston Villa's lack of finishing in this game was the biggest deciding factor. बहुत सारे chances, Watkins को chances थे, Douglas Luiz को भी थोड़े chances मिले थे, and they just did not, trouble the goalkeeper. And when they did trouble, Onana came out flying, with high colors. तो सेकेंड हाफ में एस्टन विला का जो गियर शिफ्ट हो गया was, if you're a neutral fan watching this, I think it was a fantastic response from the home team to come back out in the second half. और हमने कई बार यूनाइटेड के साथ भी ऐसा देखा है कि सेकंड हाफ में कुछ तो आ जाता है उन पे एंड देन दे जस्ट सडनली हरी थिंग्स अप एंड वी सॉ दैट फ्रॉम द अदर साइड दिस टाइम.
Right.
पर वो रिलेंटलेस अटैक कर रहे थे, वन अटैक आफ्टर द अदर. आई थिंक द बिगेस्ट इशू वाज लूक शॉ की इंजरी. आई थिंक जब भी लिंडलॉफ लेफ्ट बैक पे खेलने आता है तभी इन द आइकॉनिक वर्ड्स ऑफ रवि शास्त्री गोटे मुंह में आ जाते हैं. तो एंड दैट वाज करेक्ट. लाइक लिंडलॉफ इज अ गुड बैकअप सेंट्रल डिफेंडर, उसको लेफ्ट बैक पे प्लीज मत खिलाओ.
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And Ten Hag needs his left-footed players, especially in defense. And today we had none.
Yeah.
So we were struggling to play out from the back. Although we had couple good moments where we did play out through the pressure. We got a foul, we got something, and we kind of got back into the game. But I don't think it's really for us, or I don't think it's for these players that we have at the moment. We need someone else. We need more ball playing CBs. We need a proper left back. We don't need to play out from that when we have Lindelof playing as a left back.
Yeah.
It's not a stronger side.
It's
You
not.
shouldn't be playing out from that side. And Dallo is always running across through the flanks. So
Yeah.
again, playing out from the back, that kind of hinders our prospects of that. A cross coming in from that side.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need our players back. Licha especially.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
I feel like with the new ownership also, hopefully things in the transfer market will also change for the better. बातचीत चल रही है, अभी नया CEO आ गया मैनचेस्टर सिटी से, ओमार बेराडा.
Right.
Hopefully he'll be a saner head in the football operations side of things for Manchester United. We've had some terrible CEOs in the past. मतलब Ed Woodward से शुरू करके. Even Richard Arnold was not great. John Murtaugh as sporting director was So I'm just hoping that with this weird 25% takeover that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has done, hopefully thoda
Correct.
transfer window mein we'll be able to see some badlav, and we
And
sign players who are young and have a lot of potential that Eric Ten Hag can develop into good players. Which again, you know, we don't know what Ten Hag's development potential is, but I would love to see that. I
correct.
would love to see that.
Correct. Just one more thing about Sir Jim Ratcliffe. When I see him, just up until now, his stance with the club, the way he's been involved, it just seems like a man who wants to be involved and who
Yeah.
wants to do good. Our previous owners, our owners, the Glazers, they've never come to the Feb 6 memorial, that's
Yeah.
held at Old Trafford. Sir Jim Ratcliffe was there throughout.
Yeah.
So it just even shows the intention. He wants to be connected to the club, not just be owning the club. Just through financial means. He wants to be connected. He wants to probably do good for the club, and I hope we see that translate onto the pitch.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, as Aston Villa's relentless attacking went on, बहुत बार like we saw how open the defense was, how easily the defense was being unlocked. And again, I go back to my previous point, which is Luke Shaw की injury ने बहुत unbalance कर दिया हमारा defense, and Aston Villa were right there to take advantage of that. Douglas Luiz का goal comes off the back of a fantastic save from Onana. Nothing he could do about Luiz's shot. It was too difficult to save. Like there was no
Right.
reaction time, so obviously you can't fault the goalkeeper on that.
Hmm.
But what was interesting after that, which may have been frustrating for a lot of fans, but while watching, and tell me if you also felt that in the chat, please. आप लोग भी बताओ if you also felt that. ऐसा एक टाइम हुआ करता था earlier on in the season जब भी when I used to sit down to watch United, watching them play was boring.
Hmm.
And there was a sense of dread कि यार कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, अभी we'll go goal down, अभी equalize हो गया, अभी एक और winner भी मार देंगे, there won't be any fight left, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, गए points, bad performance. लेकिन आज for some reason, and this is coming off the back of that 3-0 victory against West Ham also, and the good run of form that we've been on. Aaj, for some reason, even though United were building up play very slowly, जो काफी frustrating हो सकता है,
Right.
somewhere मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि नहीं, एक गोल है हम में,
Correct.
इसमें एक गोल है.
Correct.
And it brought me back to those old days of Ferguson's United. You know, they always score.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know, वो वाली feeling was there inside, और वो वाली feeling बहुत time के लिए मुझ में आई नहीं है और आज आई है, and this is the culmination of the last few fixtures. Is that the
Correct.
same thing that you also felt?
100%. And I'll tell you something else. So, coming into this game, there were several things. So, one of the things that I'd read somewhere was that United always have a very, very strong February.
Yeah.
Very strong February in the Premier League. And that's been the case throughout the years.
Yeah.
So, I was I was looking forward to February, of course.
Yeah.
And then there was this thing that come out. Even the commentator said that United under Eric Ten Hag have never won against a top 9 side away from home.
Yeah.
So even that was just kind of plugging at the back of my mind somewhere that maybe this is going to change today,
Yeah.
because that stat just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
I mean, although it's true, but
Yeah.
we did grind out several draws.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to that. Then that Douglas Luiz ka celebration just kind of topped it off. That wait, there's something coming to this game.
Yeah. Yeah. कुछ तो होने वाला है.
And that was it, man. And that was it.
I think we have to now talk about the showpiece goal of the night. Another late goal for Scott McClutch-Tominay. बहुत सारे comments आ रहे हैं, we'll talk about that while talking about the goal. एक तो fantastic cross from Dalot. I think Dalot has also been a
100%.
revelation
Brilliant
this
cross.
season.
Brilliant
उसका,
cross.
as an attacking fullback, he's so good. And I'm also liking how he drifts into central midfield. Does a better job than a certain Trent Alexander-Arnold. If any
I
Liverpool
wouldn't go
fans-
that far, but okay.
नहीं, ये यूनाइटेड का स्ट्रीम है, वी विल गो पर फैंटास्टिक हेडर आल्सो फ्रॉम मैकटोमिने, बिकॉज he's a tall guy, he's strong, he's got a physical presence, and this is what he's meant to do, you know. उसका ये
Exactly.
job था. बहुत सारे comments आ रहे हैं about McTominay. I'll just read out a few. One is from Sid Gautam. He says, would you still have McTominay at the club come May? Not his biggest fan, but most goals have been coming from him. प्रशांत बोल रहा है McTominay minimum 65 million sale value, scored more goals than Chelsea forwards. Correct, absolutely correct. Krishiv Mehra कह रहा है thoughts on McTominay. I think people are divided. I still want him to be sold, but he occasionally pops up a goal in late minutes. Ronak, firstly, your thoughts on McTominay and if he should be sold in May or not?
See, I'll tell you, McTominay, I do want him at the club come May.
Same.
But not as a goal scorer. I don't want him to be coming up clutch every time. It's good that he's doing that, but I don't want him for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I want him because he's United through and through. He
Yeah.
understands the club and he understands what it means to be fighting for the club.
Yeah.
So one thing that the commentator even said, that whenever McTominay comes into the game, he's always coming in the later half of the game, and it always just looks like he's making up for lost time.
Yeah.
Means he has only 25 minutes and he plays like he wants to fit in a full 90 in that 25, and that means a lot.
Absolutely. I think spot on. I also want him to stay at the club come May. I want him to stay at the club for a while. For the same reasons like you said, because he is United through and through, and he's not one of those United academy players that still wants to go out and look for a move because he's not getting the playing time. And we've seen that हमने देखा है डीन हेंडरसन के साथ ये देखा, जैसी लिंगार्ड के साथ ये देखा. Of course लिंगार्ड तो मतलब बहुत टाइम के लिए था यूनाइटेड पे, so after a point it was time for him to move on. पर McTominay के साथ ऐसा लगता है कि यार, like you said, he knows what it means to fight for the badge. He's very much in tune with the history of the club, with the ethos of the club. जो culture होना चाहिए इस club में, और जो culture एरिक टेन हाग और नई ownership फिर से वापस लाने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं. He knows about that. He fully buys into that. अगर उसे start करवाओ तो वो start करेगा, उसे सेंटर बैक खिलाओ सेंटर बैक खेलेगा, उसे स्ट्राइकर खिलाओ स्ट्राइकर खेलेगा, सेंटर मिडफील्ड खिलाओ वो खेलेगा, विंग पे डालो विंग पे खेलेगा, उसको गोल कीपिंग ग्लव्स दे दो वो गोल कीपिंग भी कर पाएगा आई फील. और अगर उसको बोलो मैं तुझे 60 मिनट्स पे लाऊंगा, ग्रेट बॉस. 75 ऑल राइट. 90 मिनट्स पे लाऊंगा मैं तुझे, आई ट्राई एंड स्कोर अ गोल. ही इज ऑलवेज वेरी वेरी पॉजिटिव. हाँ, मिस्टेक्स है उसके गेम में, पर किस प्लेयर के गेम में मिस्टेक्स नहीं है.
No, and it is about expectations also. Don't expect him to be like a Kevin De Bruyne or even anyone close to that.
Yeah.
He's Scott McTominay. He's there to do only his job.
Yeah.
Not to be out of the world. He's just there to cause problems. He's tall. He's strong. He goes into a tackle hard, and he makes a difference, as small or as big.
Absolutely.
So that's what he's there for.
Absolutely. So I feel like I think we both feel कि McTominay को definitely club पे रहना चाहिए, and not as a starting player.
100%.
As a squad
Not
player.
at all.
वो squad player है, and he can be a very good squad player, because at the end of the day अगर हम 4-5 tournaments में compete करने वाले हैं in the coming seasons, squad needs to be deep, or not every player in your squad can be a star player. नहीं होता है.
Exactly.
मतलब एक बार PSG को देखो. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Some more questions coming in about ETH. ETH का एक क्वेश्चन था जो मैंने देखा था. ऋषिकेश तरु ने कहा है कि डू यू थिंक एरिक टेन हाग विल बी अ मैनेजर फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म? ही हैड द साइनिंग्स टू compete for title. Now it's down to top 4 finish, which also need a lot of good performances. Rishikesh, I feel like signings for title is pushing it a little bit. I don't think he had the signings for a title, क्योंकि look at Arsenal's signings, look at Liverpool's signings, look at Man City's signings. I feel like those signings have been better than ours. Casemiro's getting old, Varane's also getting old. He had to deal with the Ronaldo situation, also an older player. For a long time United में, and this is not just Ten Hag, but for a long time United का game plan रहा है to find an older striker as a stopgap situation, whether it's Cavani, whether it's Igalo, जो भी हो. And finally now ऐसा लग रहा है कि with Højlund we have a young striker with a lot of potential. Couple that up with Garnacho, Mainu, the young players are really staking a claim. तो I feel like ये नया cycle शुरू होने जा रहा है, and I feel like he needs a little more time to, like I said earlier on, to show what he can do to develop players. We haven't really seen a lot of player development from Ten Hag. I think he has it in him. अभी तक हमने देखा नहीं है, पर hopefully now we will see it.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, see, it's not like he got even his Frankie De Jong. That was like his main player that he wanted. It's not like he even got that. And plus Ten Hag, yes, first of all, clear cut, he will be our manager for the long run. He has it in him, and he's the right manager for us. Trust me, because he's been dealt a terrible hand.
Yeah,
All he's done is put down fires. Come Ronaldo, come Sancho with Anthony in his
yeah,
domestic scene or whatever. It's just been about keeping us afloat, even with Greenwood.
yeah,
So he's just been putting out fires
yeah,
internally and externally. Not to mention the small couple of Rashford mishaps also in there.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so a lot of other things you don't hear any of this shit in a Liverpool
yeah,
or even in an Arsenal for that matter. So just the number of scenes that have happened with United over the last year and a half is phenomenal.
yeah,
So cut him some slack.
yeah,
And secondly, I would also say that you understand the intention of a club with their January signings.
yeah,
We got Weghorst and Sabitzer.
yeah,
Over the last few years, we haven't got any good players in January.
yeah,
And in comparison, Liverpool got Luis Diaz in January. They got Virgil van Dijk in January.
yeah,
Arsenal got Leandro Trossard in January. Uh, Chelsea got Enzo. Not that Chelsea is a benchmark, but they still put in 100 and whatever million and got Enzo Fernandez in January.
yeah, yeah,
So there's levels to this game.
yeah.
We're not
Absolutely.
currently playing by those levels. We're just getting in stop gaps in January, and that's how our season looks by the end of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Prashant is saying, I don't think Eric Ten Hag will be here for the long term. Are you trying to tell me Ineos and Sporting Board will not go for Thomas Tuchel if he is available next summer? क्योंकि उसका contract with Bayern ends next summer. I, as much as I hate to admit it, I do agree with Prashant. While I would like him to be at the club for the long term, I don't think Ten Hag is a long term manager. By long term, I mean 2-3 साल और hopefully टेकेगा, बट पोस्ट दैट इट इज़ अ लिटिल टफ टू से, इफ एट ऑल मैक्सिमम 2-3 साल. आई होप इनियोस डजंट गो फॉर टूकल, क्योंकि हमने टूकल को चेल्सी पे देखा है. आई एम नॉट अ बिग फैन ऑफ टूकल. आई डोंट नो इफ दैट इज़ द टाइप ऑफ मैनेजर दैट वी नीड. अगेन ऑल्सो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग, Chelsea managers coming to United a la Mourinho, it never really ends well. हाँ, एक ट्रॉफी आया, यूएफा यूरोपा लीग आया, पर बाय एंड लार्ज अगर देखा जाए तो नॉट ग्रेट. आई थिंक जस्ट err on the side of caution. Ten Hag के साथ टिको, let him do the job that he is here to do, hopefully without too many roadblocks like you said, Ronak, next season, and hopefully we'll have a more consistent run of form absolutely after that. Rishikesh has said, very well explained, thank you guys, we explained it well. Ronak, हमने अच्छा explanation दिया, well done, thank you Rishikesh. Thank you for that comment. Yes, any other questions if you guys have, you can always write into us and chat about it here. We will talk about it while we wait for a few questions if any come. Yeah, one thing which is completely outside of this game that I wanted to talk to you about, क्योंकि 3 दिन से, I mean, और 3 दिन 2 दिन whenever it came out, तब से मैं फिदा हो चुका हूँ इस पर. Like I have been re-watching this like every time, like honestly on and off. United recently launched a Stone Roses collection on their website. अगर आपको पता नहीं है कि Stone Roses क्या है, Stone Roses is a band from Manchester. They rose to prominence in the 80s. They're a proper Manchester band. और जैसे मैनचेस्टर सिटी के बिगेस्ट फैंस है ओएसिस, लियम और नोएल गैलेगर, यूनाइटेड के बिगेस्ट फैंस है द स्टोन रोजेस. ओके, उनका जो लीड सिंगर है इयन ब्राउन, वो लाइफ लॉन्ग यूनाइटेड फ़ैन है. और स्टोन रोजेस का एक अमेजिंग गाना है कॉल्ड दिस इज़ द वन, विच प्लेज एट ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड व्हेन द टीम्स आर वॉकिंग आउट ऑफ द टनल. अगर आपने ये गाना सुना नहीं है, प्लीज़ डू योर सेल्व्स अ फेवर. अगर आप ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड गए हो, इफ़ यू हैड द प्रिविलेज ऑफ वॉचिंग अ गेम एट ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड, यू मे हैव हर्ड इट. इफ़ यू हैवेंट, प्लीज़ गो टू एप्पल म्यूज़िक, स्पॉटिफाई, जो भी आप यूज़ करते हो, एंड जस्ट सर्च फॉर दिस इज़ द वन बाय द स्टोन रोजेस, और जस्ट सुनो. जो फीलिंग आती है ना, जो फीलिंग आती है, इट इज़ अनइमेजिनेबल. मैं हर बार जब भी वो गाना सुनता हूँ ना, रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं. and they've launched a Stone Roses fashion collection, so like jerseys and pre-match tops and hats and all they've launched. And to promote that, उन्होंने अपने Twitter पे और Instagram पे एक मस्त वीडियो डाला है about how Stone Roses का ये गाना This Is The One became the song that is played at Old Trafford. So it features Gary Neville, it features Wes Brown, it features Scott McTominay, it features Alan Keegan जो Old Trafford पे announcements करते हैं. His voice is the voice that announces please welcome to the Theatre of Dreams whoever is playing and Manchester United.
Right.
He's the one who announces the substitution. He's the voice of Old Trafford.
Understand.
Please ये video देखो, and if it does not give you goosebumps, you can write into me, find me on social media, write into me like क्या चूतिया video दिया है तूने. I guarantee you will fucking love it. Watch the video and come back and talk to me about it, because what a fucking fantastic video. मतलब full goosebumps. और वो
अभी
गाना
लाइव
ही
के
मस्त
बाद
है.
सीधा मैं वही देखूंगा.
वो गाना ही मस्त है यार, वो गाना ही मस्त है. एवरी टाइम यार मैं जब भी 5-a-side खेलने जाता हूँ ना, तो आई प्ले दैट सॉन्ग इन द कार बिकॉज इट जस्ट गिव्स मी
Vibes.
the vibes. But yes, Prashant is also saying Gary Neville was the captain when he asked United to play this song. तो हाँ, just listen to it, and when you're listening to the song also, just read the lyrics. Amazing stuff. Saurav Sam is asking, final question हम ले लेते हैं, which is who was the man of the match? Ronak, for you, who was
You know,
the
as
man
I
of the
said
match?
earlier, that I don't think we had a man of the match, ऐसा out and out, because the entire team played 7 on 10, 6 on 10 solid. It was a proper team display. We had few problems. We had few players who did really well at certain stages. But if I really had to go out and pick one, I think I'd probably give it to one of the CBs, man, Varane or Maguire, because I think they did most of the work today. Our midfield was really lacking.
Yeah.
They had to face a lot. They only conceded one, and that too in the manner that they did was, whatever. But they did a lot, and they kept Aston Villa out as much as they could. And especially playing with Ollie Watkins is not easy. He's very fast. He's very sneaky. He's a definition of fox in the box.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
when you had Diaby and Leon Bailey, I mean, they had to deal with a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Any of the CBs.
Maguire and Onana for me, and a special mention to Dalot as well, because fantastic attacking play. But Maguire and Onana for me, because even Onana had some fantastic saves.
Correct.
That strike from whose strike was it? I think it was
Watkins only, na?
नहीं, Watkins का तो header था, एक long range striker. I think Digne took the long range shot or something. जो मतलब no, Moreno I think it was.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Moreno only, na, from the left.
Full power से मारा था, and he just caught it. That is fantastic stuff. One more question is coming from Himanshu Singh, जो बोल रहे भैया आप कितने लोग चैनल चलाते हो, asking cause I'm new. हिमांशु, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. ये मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड मुंबई का ऑफिशियल सपोर्टर्स क्लब का चैनल है, तो there's a lot of people who run this. You just keep following the channel, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see all the different pieces of content that we put up on this channel. And there's everything for everyone.
And there's different segments to it which are taken care by different people.
Yeah, absolutely. प्रशांत बोल रहा है कैश का, मैटी कैश का था. It was not Moreno, my bad. It was मैटी कैश का शॉट था जो उसने सेव किया. And finally एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऋषिकेश तरु ने एक और चैलेंज दिया है हमें. Now I will give you a new challenge. What do you guys think of Sancho and Anthony's situation? How will it be handled in the future? Both cost us more than 150 million.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to Sancho's return in the summer. चले तो क्या, बड़े खुशी आना भी है इधर वापस.
हाँ, पर do you think it's going to work out with him and
I don't think so. I don't think he's we're gonna sell him, and that's why I really want him to do very well in Dortmund, so we can really encash him and put that money into a player who really wants to play at the club.
Absolutely, correct.
I don't want any player who's gonna earn 350 and just half-ass. So anyone 130, 140 भी ले, कोई ढंग का ले, खाली भागे ना 10 बार, तो मैं खुश रहूंगा.
Absolutely. I feel like he just needs to play really well at Dortmund ताकि उसका value inflate हो जाए. And honestly, with the way the saga has dragged on, उसको बस sorry बोलना था यार. Rashford ने भी गलतियाँ की है, उसने sorry बोला है, he's found his way back into the team.
Every time Rashford comes back with a goal, as a
Yeah.
substitute he comes back, or as a starter he
Yeah.
comes back with a goal.
Yeah. Varane का भी problems था Ten Hag के साथ, but they've sorted it out and he's playing well. Maguire का problem था, मतलब Ten Hag के साथ ही नहीं, उसका life के साथ problem था. He was not playing well. Captaincy was taken away from him, but he put his head down, worked in training. He's now enjoying some of the best form of his life. It was as simple as that. And we've heard a lot of things about Sancho being, in his previous stint at Dortmund, also being late for training sessions there and all. So I feel like Sancho needs a lower profile club and a more easygoing manager to actually, do well.
He just wants to enjoy football, which is fine, man.
Which is
But at United, you need to play well to enjoy football.
Exactly. You just cannot just coast through a career at Man United. And all the best players at United have always been hard workers, and most of them have been hard workers over talented players. मतलब अगर आप Gary Neville की बात करें, straight up,
Exactly.
he wasn't the most talented player, but just because of sheer hard work, he has become a legend of the club. So, that is
A
something
captain, man. He was a captain through one of our most successful phases. So
Exactly. So that way, Rishikesh has just added on that he is. By the way, I'm a Madrid fan, but I feel heartbroken seeing Manchester United suffering. ये नया है, but that's great. अगर तू इतना ही heartbroken है ना ऋषिकेश, तो please फ्लोरेंटिनो पेरेस को बोल बेलिंगम हमें बेचने के लिए. I think that will be the best.
नहीं, मुझे बेलिंगम का भी खराब नहीं कराना है. वो मैड्रिड में ठीक है. He's a star boy. Let him be there. And all the love to any other clubs fans who want to come here and support our channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about love here.
It is all about love. And speaking of all about love, एक UAP mothership से comment आया, don't follow or subscribe to this channel. There is better channels out there. तो सही है, channels के नाम डाल दो chat में, अगर पसंद आए तो वो
100%
करेंगे. अगर
हम भी कर लेंगे follow.
और बोल रहे you guys don't know what you are talking about, just jumping on the hype chain. ठीक है भाई, तू बता what we should talk about and we'll talk about it. Put in your comments and we'll talk about it.
That's the beauty of this channel. Everyone has their own opinions and you can voice them here.
Exactly. I mean, they might be shit opinions, but you can voice them. मतलब like UAP mothership के comments से absolute टट्टी हो सकते हैं.
Definitely.
पर कर देंगे हम लोग, साफ कर देंगे, उसमें क्या है. All right, time to end this final whistle. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting and chatting with us. बहुत मजा आया. Ronak, it has been great to do this again with you after very long.
As always, man. As always.
Hopefully हम थोड़ा और रेगुलर बनेंगे इसके बाद. Hopefully वर्क एंड लाइफ का बैलेंस में सॉर्ट आउट कर पाऊँ और बहुत सारे लेट नाइट किक ऑफ्स ना हो और ऐसे ही विक्ट्रीज आते रहे, क्योंकि व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ एक के बाद एक डिफीट के बाद डिफीट पे हम लोग को फाइनल विसल करना पड़ रहा था.
डिमोरलाइज हो गए थे थोड़े.
बहुत डिप्रेसिंग था, लेकिन अभी टच वुड फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड अच्छा हो रहा है. फॉर अ मिनट जब भी 1-1 था, मेरे दिमाग में यही चल रहा था, यार टुडे वी डिसाइडेड टू कम बैक. मेरा ओपनिंग लाइन था, यार हम ही पनवती है, बट थैंक्स टू क्लच McTominay we didn't have to use that line. But yes, thank you everybody for joining in. Also, those of you who don't know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was in Mumbai yesterday. Man United supporters group MUFCM was there. A video is up on the channel. Do check it out. It is fantastic stuff. I wasn't there unfortunately because calm, but the boys had a lot of fun, and Ole is apparently a very, very nice person, a true gentleman. So do watch the video and stay subscribed to this channel for more access to events like these, and it'll be great. Ronak, thank you so much for joining. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. It is time for us to go see